Scorpio, I am back with your love reading for the month of July. Once again, I'm going to start with the singles, followed by those in a relationship. I'm also adding an angel card, which is just really a message for you for this month to sum up the whole of the month. So remember, this is a general love reading. It's not going to apply to all of you, but for those that it does and you recognize things in the reading, then take from it what you can. So with that, let's look at your cards. Right, so hello Scorpio, I am back with your single love reading for the month of July. So the first thing about your cards is they are all in reverse. So you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. You also, this month I'm doing just one Angel Oracle card for the message for you for the month of July. So you've got life purpose. So let's take a look at your tarot cards and what's happening for you single Scorpions. So the Ace of Cups, so your present love situation. So I kind of feel like for you Scorpio, there is somebody that you dated and were in a relationship with, and it's kind of really affected you to the fact that, you know, you are still really emotionally upset from that relationship ending and what happened and the way it ended. It's almost like you just feel like it kind of just slipped away from you, and you're having to come to terms with that because you honestly thought you had a really bright future with that person, something really special and magical, and you had deep emotions, but for some reason it just slipped away, and it's left you feeling a little bit, I just don't understand, and you're having to still deal with those emotions. For some of you as well, you have to look at your approach to dating and love, and really think about the reality of relationships. You know, when you enter a relationship, you have to build trust, you have to be honest, you can't lie. You know, you are committing to someone, and for some of you, I think you aren't quite ready for that full-on commitment that you need to do for a relationship. You know, it may be that you do still like elements of that single life, so that's something that you have to watch in your love life at the moment. You know, your approach to dating, and actually, are you really ready for a relationship? Is it what you truly want? So desires, you have the reversed King of Swords. For some of you, for Scorpio, you could be, you know, have your eye on an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also for the ladies out there, you know, there could be this really strong man, and if we put it back this way, a really strong, you know, strong figure of a man who, you know, you like that because you know, it's that masculinity that you really like, and you think, oh cool, he's a bit alright, isn't he? But actually as a person, you know, he can be quite stubborn and quite critical and a little bit on the controlling side because he is that forceful person. So even though that's what you may be desiring, in reality, is that really what you want? So just be aware of that in the month of July. And you know, for others of you, you just don't really want to be mistreated anymore by people in relationships. If you're finding that you're entering relationships and each time it's just the same old pattern, and you just are desiring something better and nicer and kinder, not this harshness. And for others of you, if you've come out of a relationship that was abusive, you know, mentally, and I would say mentally abusive, and you really want answers to why they treated you so badly. Right, so the Three of Wands reversed for the unexpected. So watch out for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, because there is someone who isn't, you know, they wouldn't be on your radar because they wouldn't be somebody that you would naturally be drawn to or attracted to. But they actually like you, and they kind of may confess that actually, oh, do you want to go out for a coffee? Do you want to go out for a drink? Do you want to do something this weekend? You know, and it's going to take you by surprise because, like I said, they wouldn't be your normal type. But, you know, give it a chance because actually it could turn into something quite nice. And sometimes it's those people that you don't normally think about or expect to like that you actually do end up going, actually they're quite a nice person, and that can develop into something more special. Scorpio, for some of you, you know, you definitely have gone through some harsh times in your love life, and it could be leaving you that actually relationships aren't your top priority at the moment, because you don't feel hopeful anymore about anything. And so those emotions are definitely there for some of you Scorpions at the moment, because you're just feeling very, oh, it just never works out, you know, a little bit of defeatism. So watch that that doesn't turn into anything more negative and more depressive kind of thing. So Six of Swords reversed in your near future. So in an air sign, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, you know, if you are actually dating and you've got a date with an air sign, then they're going to cancel on you without any real explanation. So watch out for those star signs. Watch out for communication problems as well, you know, because there could be people that you're communicating with, not just like telephone conversations, but I'm thinking like social media, the internet, emails, messaging, WhatsApp, Viber, you know, all of these where you get chatting to somebody online and you're getting on quite well, and maybe they turn and say something that's quite horrible. So just watch that you don't let people antagonize you, and just keep calm. And I think that's the message for heading towards the end of July, you know, watch communication. Right, so then you have the Hierophant card in reverse for your outcome card. So you were definitely feeling broken over this ex, and I think this goes back to the start of the month and how you're feeling these emotions. So, you know, it's still really affected you. You definitely feel crushed by it. For some of you, if you've been seeing someone new, then they kind of are irritated by you because they find you that you always have to be right and they're wrong kind of attitude. So that isn't going to go anywhere with that person. You know, if you find that you're dating somebody and you feel like you always have to put them right, then that's who I'm talking about, and you shouldn't be with that person because it's not going to go anywhere. You know, for some of you Scorpions out there, you're definitely starting to feel like you just have the same kind of relationships, or maybe you date the same kind of people all the time, and it just doesn't go anywhere. It never lasts. It's the same kind of problems. So maybe you are contemplating a new approach to dating by the end of this month, and maybe you're thinking, actually, maybe I should think outside of the box when it comes to people and places of where I meet people. So although it's not a great month for you Scorpio, you know, maybe it's a time when you just really look at yourself as well, and your approach to dating and the types of people you date, and also come to terms with this ex who you really did love and had feelings for. So when we look at your angel message or a card, you get life purpose. So I'll just read you what the card says. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. So don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. So I think the message for this month is really to, you know, re-examine the whole dating scene and the types of people you date, and actually do things that you enjoy. You know, follow the road that brings you happiness, and try and bring happiness into other people's lives as well, because if other people are happy, you're going to be happy. It has a knock-on effect, you know. And don't let any worries really get you down, you know. Just push them to the back of your mind and really concentrate on going down the right route and a more positive path in life, you know, and find your passions. And actually, the things that you're passionate about in life, whether certain activities or something, you know, maybe you could meet someone that way. So if you really like walking, maybe join like a walking group, and you never know, you may find somebody in that walking group. And it's always good to meet people who have the same interests as you. So I think that's the message to learn from this month. Anyway, Scorpio, I am going to see you back in August, I hope. Please like and subscribe, be kind in any comments down below, and take care of yourselves. Hi Scorpio, I am back with your relationship love reading for the month of July. So I've also got an Angel Oracle card, which is your message for the month, which is life purpose. Now I've just done the Scorpio single reading, and they had the same life purpose card as well. And they also had the King of Swords in their reading, so it's a similar theme there. So let's take a look at your cards. So upright, you have the World, you have upright High Priestess, reverse Nine of Cups, King of Swords upright, and reverse Three of Swords as your outcome card. So let's have a look at what's going on. You know, remember that maybe this isn't all going to resonate completely with all of you, but take from it what you can, because there are conflicting messages here in this reading. So how do you feel, Scorpio, about your partner or your relationship? Well, you have the World upright. So, you know, for you, you definitely feel very good about your partner. You definitely are feeling that things are looking up, it's getting stronger. You're definitely in that positive feeling as you go into July. You know, you feel like your relationship is an accomplished relationship. Things are good, things are steady. You really are quite a cute little couple together, because you've come together and you work well together. For those of you that aren't married or don't have children, then you are definitely contemplating engagement, planning a wedding, kids. You know, you want to take it to the next step. And I mean, this card represents the world is your oyster, so it's actually a positive omen, you know, for being able to do that. So yeah, for you feel that things are moving forward and looking up. Now your partner gets the High Priestess card upright, so your partner is definitely attracted to you, and that I would say it's more that they're attracted to your personality rather than a sexual attraction, but they definitely feel enchanted by you, you know. But you know, sometimes they can find you unapproachable, and maybe you understand why they might feel you're unapproachable. Maybe there's something in your personality or the way you behave sometimes that just causes them to take a step back. Now, I mean, that all seems really positive, but there are issues because you have the reverse Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups in reverse can actually talk about one of you actually does have a problem with drinking. So whether you drink too much or not, you know, it can represent somebody being suffering from alcoholism and being an alcoholic, or it could be just that somebody drinks too much in a relationship, or maybe they drink when they're down, you know. This card is representing where your relationship is at the moment, where your relationship is at. So maybe you feel your partner is drinking too much, or they feel you are drinking too much and are a little bit concerned that could lead to one of you becoming an alcoholic. You know, maybe you're overindulging in alcohol at the moment a little bit too much for some reason. So let me know if there is issues to do with drink in your relationship, and it's something that's going, I think, to play a role in your future if this isn't tackled or addressed. Be careful of one of you being a little bit arrogant about yourselves as well, because nobody likes arrogance in the relationship. Nobody likes to think, oh God, they think a lot of themselves, you know. So those are some of the issues that could be in a relationship at the moment. Now you have the King of Swords upright. So, you know, for some of you, you know, if it's your partner is a male, then, you know, they can be quite strong, they can be quite opinionated, and again, that arrogance coming through again, you know. And you need to be careful that they don't put down your opinions and your comments, because you have a right to have those opinions and have your point of view. And, you know, yes, you might see this as quite attractive, that they're quite strong and, you know, the head of the family, and they take control and they take charge, and you like that masculine side of them. But you need to also look at the flip side to that, and how actually they may just belittle you, and maybe it is them that think quite highly of themselves. So these are all issues that are in the relationship. So watch out for this control if your partner is controlling you. And it may be a time that you need to analyze that side of your relationship and discuss any issues that concern you. Discuss if there's any issues to do with drink. This is the time to do it this month. I mean, there's the danger as well, you know, that one of you could actually meet in the next few weeks somebody who's going to become quite a special significance, and you really need to watch that, because, and the only reason I say that is because you get the Three of Swords in reverse. Now, the Three of Swords actually is about a love triangle, and that's why that kind of follows on from here. So yeah, maybe one of you is meeting somebody through work, business trip, just a random night out, and you find somebody who actually makes you feel really happy. Or maybe your partner meets somebody who makes them feel very happy, and it leads to this, for your future outcome card, a painful love triangle. Okay, so I'm not saying this is going to happen to all of you, but for some of you, you need to be aware of this situation that could be coming up, okay, because it is going to cause pain. If there isn't a love triangle, then towards the end of the month, you know, you could be sorting out any of these minor issues and really working towards together to overcome this and overcome any concerns you have. But you know, it does represent misunderstandings and sadness and sorrow, so I think you really need to be aware of it, aware of what's going on. Now, it's interesting, you get the life purpose for your angel oracle cards, so I'll just read it to you. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose, instead focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. So I don't want you to get consumed with all these issues that are going on with your relationship. I don't want you to be fantasizing about your partner to the point where it could brew on some form of obsession. You really need to follow your passions in life. You really need to do the things that make you happy. And if you do the things that make you happy, then you can bring happiness to the people around you. And I think that's the message you need. Don't let anything that's all going on consume you and cause you sorrow. Concentrate on yourself, and if you do things that really bring you happiness, then like I said, it's going to create happiness around you and a more happier aura. So I think with all of this, that's what the angels are telling you. You know, you need to concentrate on yourself and it will benefit those around you. And I think that's a really strong positive message to end on. Let me know if it resonates with you, Scorpio. I look forward to seeing you in August. Really take care of yourselves, okay? Bye.